I think this year we're gonna hit 1 million. If not this year, next year, but it's coming very soon.
Lately is like the best on ramp is no on ramp, right? If you could just make it so there's no need to on ramp funds to your on chain wallet, you just use them directly from your Coinbase balance. I think that's the ideal state, right? Of thousands or so. But with this onboarding experience where I can go to a website, I can create a wallet in seconds, and I can immediately begin using the app. And maybe I even have ETH in my Coinbase account. There's a feature called Magic Spend. Let's say I want to go to OpenSea and just buy some NFTs. So now I can go from 0 to 1, create a wallet in seconds, link it with my Coinbase account, which is optional, by the way. You don't have to do that if you want to remain anonymous. And then I can immediately begin buying NFTs and art on OpenSea, or buying meme coins on a DEX, or using a lending protocol like Moonwell. And so that's the big unlock that we think is going to bring millions of users on chain. And Coinbase has about 8 million monthly active users. They call them monthly transacting users. So those are people that are buying and selling Coinbase or using the app in some way every month. And we think those 8 million monthly transacting users are going to all want to try these on-chain apps, because it's just such a rich world of experiences that aren't available beyond just trading crypto. I think that's definitely going to lead to a lot more developers building on-chain apps. And we're already seeing that in the Base community, because you've probably seen some of Jesse Pollock's content. He's the creator of Base at Coinbase. It's very inspiring to see him talk to other builders and other developers in the space. And there are so many people building on Base right now. There's a giant build-a-thon going on this summer where developers can earn rewards for building on-chain apps. There's a whole bunch of really cool websites like buildonchainapps.xyz that actually give you open source code that show you exactly how to use these new wallets and how to build a really nice web app that everyone can access on chain. And then Coinbase also has this Base gasless campaign going where they will actually sponsor fees for your app. So new builders they can build an experience that their users don't even have to acquire ETH to actually pay for gas and fees, which is another big friction point. And this is something that I think was really inspiring to me and also to a lot of other builders, and why we came to Base early, because we saw that Coinbase was going to build the best developer experience.
Welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And you know I come back with that video just to make you think.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.
And if you're not a part of the Patreons, make sure you're hitting the cash out. And we have Samson saying that Bitcoin can hit $1 million this year or next year. Me personally, I do not see that. But we know the emerging markets are going to start flipping that switch. And these digital assets are going to have mass adoption. And remember, the Crypto Teacher told you. And we had Brian Armstrong from Coinbase stated he was building out this new digital economy, and even told us how he was going to do it. You know, I brought you plenty of videos when I first started. But now we're moving into making it seamless, making it convenient, where the customer only needs to do 3 steps and they have a wallet. Or get on their social media app like Twitter, X, turn on Solana Blinks, and then they have access. So guys, we're seeing this space get easier and easier, and that's how you know we're close to adoption, especially in America. And the emerging markets, they didn't have infrastructure, so it was easier for these big banks and big corporations to build it out. In the United States, we have the infrastructure, and that's the reason why we see them trying to break up everything here, so that therefore they can bring it in, these QR codes, and the robots, algorithms, and drones. And because we're hearing those drums get louder, guys, it's no longer going to be physical. It's going to be real life Star Wars. They use your location from your cell phone and send a drone after you. And remember, the Crypto Teacher told you. And we have AI that's going to be controlling this new financial system. How do we know that? Because the machines are going to be doing all the work. And that's the reason why they want you at home inside the metaverse. But first, they want you begging for that free money. They want you begging to be able to sit at home. We've already been through this. We've already been through the simulation. Now it's time for them to turn on the real plan. And remember, the Crypto Teacher told you, because he knows when it comes to the NWO, It's all planned out. You have a wonderful day.
Right. The fundamental shift in warfare is that distributed intelligent robotic systems, loitering munitions, small drones, that's what we specialize in, is going to be a much bigger piece of the warfare in the future. Conflicts in Ukraine, conflicts in the Pacific, it's all with that. Replicator is the first initiative that the Department of Defense has taken up to the Undersecretary, the Deputy Secretary of Defense, Kathleen Hicks. Dr. Hicks has actually made it a mission to bring in these types of capabilities to be able to deter China and also defeat our adversaries in that theater. And we were honored to be selected as the first awardee for the Replicator program, the Switchblade 600. And the Army said that they're going to buy over 1,000 of those immediately on the first tranche of the Replicator initiative.
But AI has come of age with the ability to impose mathematical structure on unstructured data at scale. And this comes together with a massive computing power to process it. The result is the uncanny versatility and ease of use of the latest AI applications, which could have a profound impact on our daily lives. The same tools used by businesses are also perfectly suited to central banks for monitoring the economy and the financial system. Central banks have been early adopters of machine learning, so they're well positioned to reap the benefits of AI. Nowcasting, with timely data, can track economic trends in real time, and similar tools can also help to monitor financial stability risks early on. AI could reshape the economy through higher productivity and long-term growth, as well as raising incomes. Although some jobs may be displaced by AI, it will be a boost to the productivity of other workers who can harness the new technology and could bring forth entirely new jobs and professions. So the overall impact on employment depends on how these forces play out. For all these reasons, it's important for central banks to raise their game to anticipate the effects of AI on the economy and to use it in their own work. AI tools are only as useful as the quality of the data, however. Data and data governance are therefore key, raising important questions on how such data should be managed. These challenges can be best met by central banks coming together to foster a community of practice to share knowledge, data, best practices, and AI tools.
Going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go, but clearly we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
And so we'll import Chinese-based CBDC technology. So it's going to be CBDC in a box provided to you by the People's Bank of China.
But every stock, every bond, every currency, every commodity, every piece of art, every private business, every piece of real estate will eventually be a token on a blockchain, an entry on a ledger, permanent and immutable. We will have truth instead of trust, and we will save over $7 trillion a year. 6 to 8% of global GDP is wasted by the friction of the trust industry that's necessary when you have dual entry accounting. With triple entry accounting, which is what a blockchain is, we get rid of all of that friction. It's a beautiful future.
Like what you see in China and their social credit scoring systems, right? If we get identity wrong, it could be a tool to enslave humanity. And if we get it right, it could be a tool to liberate humanity. And as an American, I'm obviously rooting for the one that's on the side of freedom.
Bitcoin is an international asset. And also, I do believe the role of crypto is, it's digitizing gold.
I actually believe this technology is going to be very important. Look at it. We have been part of a huge revolution in investing through ETFs. We believe that ETFs will be changing the whole way we invest. Many people still use it as a means, well, people are investing it for indexing. No, the majority of people who are putting money in in ETFs are active investors that are buying exposure. The entire bond market is being transformed as we talk right now. I believe the next generation for markets, the next generation for securities will be tokenization of securities. We will, and if we can have that distributed ledger that we know every beneficial owner, every beneficial seller, we all have our code of who's buying, who's selling, instantaneous settlement. And think about it, it changes the whole ecosystem.
Chinese bank ICBC has been hit by a ransomware attack, and the U.S. Treasury market, as a result of that, has been disrupted. This, according to the Financial Times. We're getting it more right now with Bloomberg's Shonali Basak. Shonali, what do we know?
Listen, we have the Financial Times now reporting that ICBC, one of China's largest banks here, was hit with a ransomware attack. And remember, they're a very significant intermediary in the Treasury market. The SIFMA has told its members that this has been part of the reason here that the system is kind of clogged up, if you will, during that auction that we saw a little bit before. The attack had prevented ICBC, according to the Financial Times, from settling Treasury trades on behalf of other market participants. A large executive at a major bank also telling the paper that such a large party on the fixed income clearing corp creates major concerns, potentially impacting the liquidity of Treasury markets. Now,
it was not just a poor auction. It was absolutely lousy, and you know, when the dealers have to step in to save a Treasury auction, that's a rare occurrence. And
Crypto Teacher and the New World Order book, plus the 3 Kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, new to cryptos, Coinbase, BitChute, Binance. Do not forget book links and crypto links are in the description. The stock channel, guys. Don't forget to go like, subscribe, spread everywhere. You have your Kobo, your chip stocks, your banking, your gaming. While everybody's sitting at home, get on stocks, the Seaver, the biotech stocks. And while everybody's at home wishing, they were still getting that free money. What are they doing? Drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks, and you have a wonderful day. The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, you know I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids books. You know, I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate, not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, the 4th Industrial Revolution foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save the village. Part 2. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save New York from COVID-33. Part 3. King Joshua and Grandma Tam goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.